It was all confidential, so it was good that it got redacted.
Mike, I was vamping. I was feeling good about my vamping.
And that's why I was like, oh no, I'll
very
bet
well.
that
And we
the
had
audio wasn't set up properly.
audio. So I apologize on behalf
We're a
of
little
the crew,
rusty.
who I'm definitely not mad at for that mistake. But thank you to those of you who
These guys didn't need to know the secret to life anyway.
That's true. Well, to condense what I was saying, Chris read a bunch of tweets last time, then said some slurs. He's been trapped in my basement, forced to watch Groundhog Day until he thinks he's in a time loop, and then we'll let him go. Yep. Like you do. I'm Cody. I'll be the handler this week again, as usual. Hooray. And I'm joined by two of my best friends here, Mike and Zoe.
Yeah.
So, let's jump right into it for not waste our two viewers' time anymore than we have to. So yes, you guys you met at a Marriott in Idaho, and
we read through a lot of tweets.
Yep.
About the Potato Man.
Yep.
The Potato Man.
One Hubert Stotch.
Yeah.
I regret writing all of those because they led to Chris's cancellation, but here we are. So yeah,
I'm rooting for a speedy recovery for Chris.
Yes. We're gonna pretend his character isn't there anymore in the room with you guys either, just because I can. Poof, he's gonna.
He went to the washroom and never came back.
Exactly. He got black bagged.
They heard him through the vents saying those tweets, and they nabbed him.
Oh god. But yeah, so that's where we are for the moment. So what do you guys want to do? You got this folder with just kind of these police reports talking about the incident and a bunch of his tweets.
Yeah. We read the police report. We've got his death certificate. Killed in a shootout with police at a farm, and he was being investigated because he had been becoming unhinged because of investigating tax evasion is what I have written down.
Yes, you see, what Mr. Stotch believed is that he had been coerced against his will when he was born to sign a contract with an entity that is not actually the United States of America, and thus it is his right to not have to pay taxes to a country which he does not believe he is a sovereign citizen of.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
What's sad is that it's not unstandard, Mike.
It do be happening.
It do.
Okay, so we've read through the man's tweets. The farm that he had a shootout and died at, is that his potato farm?
Yes.
Should we go take a snoop around his potato farm?
I think so. Aha! Found it. Put it under my DCC notes for some reason.
Hank, would you like to drive us to the potato farm? All the tweets.
I found them. God. Okay, sorry. Do I want to drive?
Yeah, you want to drive us to this potato farm, Hank?
No.
Why not?
I don't drive.
Should you lose your license or something? You get a DUI? Like, what's going on?
I live in the woods. There are no cars in the woods.
Fine, I'll drive us to the potato farm.
Drive my sled that I hitched to bears to get anywhere I need to in the woods.
Yeah, I forgot you went crazy.
Cars are how they get you.
I am staying off the grid.
You buy a car and they inject you and...
Do you know what a license is? They have all your information.
There it is.
and they track you with it.
There it is. Yep.
Okay,
You buy a new
you used
car.
to have one of those. You also have a birth certificate, and it's oh, it's not a SIN card there. What is it there?
We have social security number.
Social security number.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one of those.
You don't know. He might have burned that a long time ago.
They're still in the system.
Yeah, but
Unless he
all
doesn't
outdated
know that, then no,
information.
you're fine.
All outdated information.
Ah, perfect. Yes, the day you were born was very outdated information. You've changed
Since
that
then.
along.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, just because
Got it.
Hank Roberts was born the same date at the same place he was does not mean that is the Hank Roberts.
Okay, Hank, let's go. Get in my rental.
They're legally distinct people.
Picture him
Okay.
going with like gloves and a cloth and wiping everything he touches.
No, he burned his
Leave no
fingerprints
trace.
off long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that too.
No, you just always wear gloves.
Yeah, that works. It'd be even creepier though if it wasn't that. If he just had like stickers basically just over his fingertips.
Little smiley face stickers on everything.
Tape. Oh boy, poor Hank.
They're bits of tape with somebody else's fingerprints.
On the outside, yeah.
They're Charlie Grillo's fingerprints.
Where'd he go? Oh, I'll take his fingerprints.
Hey, Charlie can afford it. He's doing fine.
Got him from all
Where'd
the
he go
deep-
anyway?
I don't know. You went to the bathroom. I'm sure
I
it'll catch
swear
up.
He was around here just a minute ago.
No, never. Okay, so as you guys step outside of the Marriott, you turn around and realize that you now see a large building, which seems to be kind of a strange mix of classical and Art Deco design. So it's kind of very like flat on the front, but it has these large marble ionic columns. And the front that faces you has a single large bronze door. And there is a kind of nice little park out in front of it without any trees or anything. The door is emblazoned with a large Art Deco stylized eagle. So it's very like kind of crudely shaped, but still recognizable as an eagle. But the weirdest thing is that you're both gonna need to roll sanity for me.
Yes, that is a weird thing.
Hey, would we have over the last 30 years,
Have gotten your
25
sanity
years,
back? Yes.
gotten our sanity back? Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, what am I rolling here? I have my D100 for this.
Ooh.
31 is a success.
All right, you don't take anything.
79 doesn't feel like a success for me.
All right, roll a d4.
Can I opt out?
You could push it onto a bond if you want.
That's true.
No, those are already lacking. I'll follow the D4. One.
One? Okay, that's one sanity. Yeah,
Aw.
you're both pretty sure that building was not there before.
Not where before.
Across the street is the Marriott.
I was gonna ask you when you started talking about it. I was like, was that there before? Because I don't think it was.
Did you say this across the street? I missed that part.
It is across
Yeah.
the street. So you exited the Marriott, you kind of like looked up, and across the street you now see this building, which doesn't seem to fit because again you're kind of in like a weirdly like a pseudo industrial area, like what you would find around an airport, full of car parking lots, hotels, things like that.
Yeah. Hey Hank, Should we burn that place down?
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Start flipping a Zippo back and forth. Seems dangerous. We should probably burn it down.
I agree. I don't want a building following me around. In
As
addition to
you're
everyone else.
discussing, you see a man in a three-piece suit and a like a fedora walk in the front door of the building.
This
Does this
three-piece
look
suit,
like?
is it pinstriped?
Yes.
Mm. Does he look familiar?
He's kind of far away. Hard to tell.
We should burn the place down. The
I would
hotel's
agree with
following
that.
us.
Oh, why can't I find his name? Was it Mark? Mark.
Mark
Does
at
it
the
look like
bar,
Mark?
drinking
Well,
Or
milk.
what
Again.
Mark used to wear?
Too far
Milk
away to
drinking.
tell, really.
We should probably
The
just
suit looks
to be
similar,
safe.
but doesn't look exactly the same.
I mean, I figured it was a pretty unique suit because it was like 1920s Chicago style. All right, let's go burn it down.
Should we start from the back? Like
Does
go
it
around the back of the
matter
building? Wow,
where
we're in the
you
middle of
burn
the
it
street,
down
right?
from?
You
You've thought about this.
You approach the building and it's very cold, and when you touch it, it's because it's made of marble.
Marble won't burn.
I'll try it.
It leaves some black streaks up the
What's the
side
door
of the
made?
building. The door,
Bronze
the door's
brass.
bronze in color,
Bronze.
and as you
What if we go in and like set a rug on fire? Burn the contents.
Are there any streetlights around here?
Yes.
Fire hydrants?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to tie a rope around a fire hydrant.
The closest fire hydrant that you see is about a block away.
Streetlight?
What about a
On
dumpster
the other
next to the
side of the
building?
street, so out front of the Marriott.
Through the
Are
street.
there any cars parked on the side of the road?
Not in front of this building. There's some in front of the Marriott.
Is there a dumpster on the side of the building?
No.
What if we tie a rope to each other and all stay aside?
Okay. Wait, how are you going to burn it down if you're out here?
Good point. You weigh me down out here and I'll go in.
All right. We'll do it that way.
Cat. I think he just tricked me. I'll go inside.
All right. The door is the door seems fairly heavy, but the hinges are very nicely greased. So it takes very little effort to actually move it, even though it kind of gives you this sense of very immense weight. It seems to be
Suspicious.
made of solid bronze. And you step inside. The room you're in is now a large circular room. There's no furnishings on the floor. There are no chairs. The light is kind of dim. You see up on the wall, the ceiling is about 15, 20 feet above you. And you see kind of high up on the wall, lit by like a small row of kind of candles or kind of dim lighting. a phrase that says, "There a painless death awaits him who can no longer bear the sorrows of his life." And as you look down from that, you see a little window through which an attendant sits. And then basically, so you're in this round room, there's that, and there is kind of a hallway that seems to go off to the right-hand side.
Is there a rug?
Nope. Hence why I said there are no furnishings on the floor.
Nothing
No
at
chairs,
all.
no nothing. Nope.
I'll go down the hall.
Hmm?
I'll go down the hall.
As you start to try and go down the hallway, the woman behind the counter basically says, "Ma'am, hello.
I act as if I cannot hear her.
Are you sure you don't want to, donate your things before you go and end it all?"
Keep walking and pretend I don't hear her.
Okay.
She's not real.
You're walking down this hallway, and there are a number of doors to either side of you.
they
So it kind of
labeled?
like goes to like the right from where you came in, and then it kind of turns left, and it just goes down this long hallway, and there are all these doors. Yes, they're all labeled. The plaques have weird names, and they seem random. Like there's the first one says like, shot in the head. One says injection. One says smothered. One says cardiac arrest.
Have we run out of rope yet?
Yeah, we'll say it by about this point you have. Desiree is about halfway down the hall.
There's no rug in the hall.
Nope. It's all white.
It's a slipping hazard.
Yeah.
Someone could sue.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Okay, I go back out.
As you're making your way back down, you see towards kind of the start of the hallway, the man who seemed to have gone in before you, yet somehow is now behind you, I guess, enter one of the rooms. And he
Sure.
shuts the door behind him.
Do I notice the plaque on the room?
Yes, he goes into the room that says smothered.
I want to open the door and like peek, like look through the door, but not go into the room.
Okay, you're gonna roll stealth for me.
Okay. 21.
Nice. Okay. You see the man lying on a bed, and what appears to be maybe some kind of an attendant. It's a much larger, more muscular man in a white, set of white scrubs of some sort, maybe. And they are holding a pillow over the man's face as he slightly struggles. So please roll sanity for me.
Darn it.
Okay.
Finally.
Do you do anything?
I'm gonna shut the door and go back out to Hank.
Okay. The woman at the desk is really going, "Miss, this is really highly unusual."
I will turn around and look at the lady and say, "You're not real, stop talking to me," and run out the door.
She looks down at her hands and goes, I'm not real? What do I tell my children?
I get out and I go to Hank and start like flicking my lighter real rapidly. I'm like, man, it's some crazy like go here to end your life club or something. I don't know if they're paying people or what. They're killing people in there. And like people are volunteering. Like it's not like murder. It's like they're volunteering. He just walked right into the room and was like,
The two of you are still
Soylent Green is people.
talking,
Sorry.
and then another a man in an identical suit goes, "Excuse me," and walks past and walks into the building.
"Oh, is that Squidward?"
Can I try to trip him as he walks by?
Sure. Roll. I'm gonna make you roll for that. I guess just a dexterity check.
Dude. I'm all thumbs.
What'd you roll?
Yeah, you're using your foot.
79.
Oof. He definitely jumps over your foot and is just like, "Yeah, see here, Governor. What do you? What's the big idea?
Is he
What
from
are you going in
Boston?
there for?
No need to
Who
trip
knows?
here. No need to trip me here. See, we'll all we'll all have a
I
chance.
think he's
Don't
from
worry
the
about it."
50s. What are you going in there for?
Ah, you see, I'm just depressed all the time. Clinically depressed. That's what the doctors tell me. Tried all the pills, nothing works. Tried the booze, that only made things worse. And I just figured, I'm much better off for everybody if I just end it all. If I just ended it all. Good thing
You
the
know, like,
government here makes it a nice option. So I'm just gonna go and put an end to my sorry life.
you know, jab Hank in the ribs pretty rapidly and be like, see, I told you. They're killing people in there. Do we steal him?
Steal the guy?
Oh, we can put him in the rental. Bring him to the farm.
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Yes. What?
We're on our way to a potato farm. Would you like to join us?
Potato farm? Why would I want to go to a potato farm?
French fries bring happiness.
What's a French fry?
Whoa, I've got a treat for you at the potato farm.
But I've already made up my mind. All of my possessions have been given up to support the
That's fine. We'll
poor.
bring it back here afterwards.
3, 2, 1, grab him.
And we're gonna grab him.
3, 2, 1, yeah.
Okay, well he critically failed, so no problem.
Throw him into the back seat. Child locks on.
Now, what is this? How dare you? Can't just grab a man out of the street while he's on his way to the lethal chamber.
You're gonna love the potato farm. Don't worry, somebody died there too.
Well, I guess if
There's
I have to make the
opportunity
best of it.
everywhere.
Say, have you guys heard this wonderful new music called jazz? I'm still not sure how I feel about it.
I'm driving.
What
I
city
can't
did you
shout.
say you're from?
I didn't.
What city are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago. What's the pizza like there?
Oh, it's delicious. We got the best pizza place in all the country.
Is it Ray's?
It's run by a fantastic connoisseur known as Raymond.
Yeah, you're gonna like the potato farm. It's gonna be fine. Or start driving. How long does it take to get to the potato farm?
Well, so from the notes that Hubert's farm is in a town called Oriana. in Idaho. And if we pull up the old map here, I have to figure out how far that is from Boise.
How much driving are we doing with this lovely 1950s Chicago man?
You just stole.
Sometimes you just gotta nab a guy, you know? To stop
Nab a
them
guy
from
or set
ending their
fire to
lives.
people. That's
As
fair.
we're driving away, I want to look at the building.
It's about an hour.
Is it following us?
Okay. You watch the building as you leave the city.
Yeah,
It stays put.
it stays put.
Yep.
Did it do anything
Oh.
strange?
It's building.
Hank, do you want to take my cell phone there while I'm driving and text our good
Nope.
pal Charlie Grillo and let him know we're headed to the potato farm in case he wants to catch up? Thanks,
Cell
man.
phone.
I'll take the phone and hand it to the guy in the back.
Oh, what is this newfangled device that you've given me here? It's like a newspaper that moves. I mean,
Well, you
speaking
know
of which,
talkies, right?
what is this beautiful machine in which you've confined me?
You ever heard of a
You know, he
motor
doesn't know what
carriage?
a Mini Cooper is?
I've never seen one quite like this. The ones that I'm used to seeing are much bigger, a little boxier. Only
Mini
ever seen
Coopers are
one in
pretty
my life.
boxy.
Well, geez, this device you've given me is fantastic. I've already found what appears to be a lovely article written about uh how the lizard people have taken over the government.
How do you find that on there?
Hey, did you guys know that the Earth is apparently hollow? I did not.
How's the Earth both hollow and flat, though?
So you've never read Jules Verne?
Geez, and they're talking about vaccines and affecting children in a terrible way. Well, they just rolled that out where I'm from, so I better put a stop to this.
Where are you from again?
God.
Chicago.
How did you get
Hey.
here?
Where is here? Last I checked, you guys just told me we're going to a potato farm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna be cool.
but you got from Chicago to the building somehow.
Walk, take the bus, take the train, take a plane.
Well, no, you see, the thing is I was in Chicago,
Yep,
and
got that.
then and then I decided to end it all, and I made my way over went to the building, and then you guys kidnapped me.
You leaving out a few steps here
Well, no,
between decision making and arrival to the building.
Well, look, and he turns to Hank specifically and is just kind of like, look, I know sometimes dames get things a little twisted with stuff like this. So,
Lay up the brakes.
talk man to man about this.
Did you say you laid on the brakes? Oh, God.
He slams into the back of the seat. Just, oh!
I keep going again. I don't say anything.
I mean, jeepers, this has been such a relaxing ride. I forgot how fast we were going. Thank you for reminding me about the beauty of this machine. Give women the right to vote, and then they're driving cars. What's going to happen next?
Probably burn your house down or something.
Driving cars?
Well, I mean, yeah, isn't that what you called it? You called it a motor carriage? Isn't that a car?
My immersion.
Don't do this to me, Mike.
Mike's about to spend a literal hour in this car. Every other question is, where are you from?
Okay, so after an hour
So-
in the car,
Did you? Hey,
we
Hank,
up
did
at
you
the
ask
farm.
him his name?
No.
Okay, what's your name, buddy?
The name's Ace Freely, doll.
Ace?
Ace
Freely.
Freely Doll. Interesting name.
No, okay, sure. We'll go with that.
When's your birthday?
April 20th. Every year.
I hate him. I stop talking and I get too. So we're at the potato farm.
You are at the potato farm. So it's a small 2-story farmhouse. There's a large barn kind of around the side. Looks like it probably holds farming equipment. And then there's another large barn. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's kind of flat, arid land around it. Granted, it is December, right? So
Yeah.
there's nothing currently planted, obviously.
Is it currently December?
I thought it was. Wasn't that what we were
It
going?
was. Is it still currently
It is
December?
still December. I like the way you're thinking now, though, Mike.
If I look around, is the building following us?
No.
Okay. Now don't say that like it's obvious. You were.
Oh,
Walk
it's a
outside, there's this
building.
random
There's a building
here. You
follows.
turn around. Is it still there?
You made a building appear and you're gonna act like a goof when I ask you if it's following us?
Yes.
Oh,
Because you're being a goof by asking.
oh
I thought it was a legit question.
it
I
is a
would
legit
want it to
question.
follow us. It followed us once because it got there somehow.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't
That's
it follow
what
us
I'm
again?
saying.
Yep, fine.
What if Ace is the building? What if it's the potatoes?
Now I was promised some fries of the French variety, I believe.
Ah, yes. Let's go into the house, see if there's a deep fryer.
Where did Buddy get shot?
In the driveway.
Yeah, I was gonna say right in the driveway.
Can we see the stains?
Yeah, there's still some blood stains in the gravel. The bodies have been moved. I mean, fun fact: did you know that after after police are done with a crime scene, it's up to the people to clean it up?
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously he's dead. So who the fuck would come and clean it up?
Family.
His parents are dead.
The
But not
bank that
100% sure
repos
he
the
didn't kill them.
farm. Oh, what if they're in the house? They might be in the basement. Let's check the
They
well.
might be in the building.
No, because the building's for people that want to die themselves, and they're getting themselves help. He killed his parents. They shouldn't be in the building. That's
How
murder.
did you
That's
find out
different.
about the building, Ace?
Wow, geez, there was a whole presidential proclamation just here last week.
Which president?
Remind me, who's the president these days?
Wow. Thought this guy was going to be a patriotic man. Doesn't even know who the president is. Bead of sweat comes down Ace's face.
Why, it's our good old friend, Sir William Howard Taft. He set up a whole new department, a whole new group under the Department of the Interior to set up the Lethal Chamber Initiative, to help those of us who do not wish to be a burden on society anymore. Hey, but seriously,
I
now
don't have
I've
a
really got a
follow-up.
hankering. I've really got a hankering for these frays you've mentioned. Shall we?
I'm gonna go
proceed?
into the house and see if
Okay.
there's.
So the house you enter. You know from the report that there was a spare key kept under a rock right beside the door. You're able to let yourselves in. So as I mentioned from the outside, it's fairly small. It is 2 stories from the looks of it. You open the door and are just smacked in the face by the stench of rot. But making your way into kind of the first main room of the house, there's just nothing. It looks fairly empty. This main room would have been probably a living room initially, but all you see is that there's a mattress in one corner, there's a computer sitting on a desk, and there's a small bookshelf, which seems to have a few books on it, and what looks to be some kind of a cardboard crown.
Like Burger King?
Sort of, but it looks handmade.
Well, Ace, you have the is honor the word?
I don't know, Mike, is honor the word?
I don't know. I can't read his
Of
mind.
being in the home of the last king of America.
Oh, geez. Well, that's news to me. I didn't know we had a king.
Mhm. We only found out recently as well. So I look around for the kitchen. Is there a deep fryer or?
You enter the kitchen, and there is no deep fryer from what you can see. The kitchen is just a horror show. The sink is just full, overflowing with dirty dishes. And the counters and the fridge are just covered full of rotten food.
Mm-mm. Doesn't feel right.
I'm
So
going to give Ace the crown.
you gonna put it on him or just give it to him?
I will say, I will ask him if he's ever worn a crown before. Ace, you ever had the chance to wear a real crown before?
You pick it up and notice a couple things. I mean, it's cardboard, fairly obviously. Looks like it's fairly thick corrugate. Um, it's all stained around to the bottom part, as though from sweat. And further up on some of the tips, what seems to be some kind of like food grease. You even kind of catch on the inside of it, maybe like a portion of a like a logo of some sort. It looks like it was probably made from a pizza box. Ace kind of takes the crown from you and is just kind of like, I I mean, you can't be serious, right? I'm not gonna put this on.
What? Do you not like it?
I mean, I don't want to ruin the hat that I am already wearing.
Well, you don't have to put it over the hat. We can take that hat off and then put the crown on and then put it back after.
But then I'm putting things onto my hair, and I spent a lot of time and a lot of product doing it.
Are
I
you
just I'd
bald
rather
under that
not.
hat? Why are you being so weird
No,
about it?
Why would you think I'm bald? No, I'm definitely not bald.
Because you're acting like a bald guy that doesn't want to be bald.
That's a racist thing to say.
No, it's not.
Also, you notice there's a note on the desk.
We're not over this conversation, but I go pull up the note.
It's a handwritten note scribbled on kind of say basically like a napkin or something. And the note reads, "At last I was king, king by my right in Hastur, king because I knew the mystery of the Hyades, and my mind had sounded the depths of the lake of Hali. I was king. The first gray pencilings of dawn would raise a tempest which would shake 2 hemispheres."
I pass it to Hank.
I read it again.
Okay. Oh, you want me to say it again?
Could you repeat?
Oh God.
That's his sly way of getting you to repeat it while he types.
At last I was king, king by my right in Hastur, king because I knew the mystery of the Hyades, and my mind had sounded the depths of the lake of Hali.
I
I
don't
was
think
king.
Hank reads that fast.
No, that's good.
The first gray pencilings of dawn would raise a tempest which would shake 2 hemispheres.
Cool.
He's a poet.
Damn, and here I thought he was just a potato farmer. With some great marketing skills. I have no clue what this thing means.
None of those words
Probably
mean
doesn't.
anything to me.
Probably doesn't mean anything. Hey, Ace, what does this mean to you?
King by my right in
Gosh.
Hastur.
Jeez, I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean,
Should we burn
obviously,
this place down?
Whoever this Joker was, he thinks he's some kind of royalty.
Well, he had a crown.
Crown makes you king, right? That's a crown.
I'm just gonna check in. Are you sure you both aren't crazy?
I'm not crazy.
Well, I would say someone in this room is definitely crazy.
Right.
Should we burn this place down?
Should we finish investigating first? All right, I'm going to go upstairs.
I'll hang out here with Ace.
You go upstairs, and as you get to the top of the stairs, you see that essentially everything which you would have expected to have been downstairs has just been kind of shoved up here haphazardly. You find a couch blocking one of the bedrooms. There's a TV that's been placed kind of on its side. There's a couple of chairs that have been kind of just thrown around a table. You kind of see all these things in the different rooms, and it's not an easy thing to kind of maneuver. There's a bed frame in one of the bedrooms without a mattress.
Are there any attic-looking spaces around here?
Nope.
All right, I guess I'll just head back down.
You see Ace kind of like poking at the computer monitor. He's just kind of like, "Hey, what do you guys think this thing is?"
Probably a computer.
A what?
Computer.
Is that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Computer.
You keep saying the word like it's gonna just make sense, and it doesn't. I don't know what you're trying to do, but
Hank, I
whatever
think
it
there's
is,
something wrong with this guy.
I suggest you go and see a
I mean, to be
doctor.
fair, I don't really understand computers either.
Get him to write you a prescription for something known as hysteria. It will make all of your problems go away. Personally, I had a sister who
Can I burn the
has
place
such a
down now?
Are we done looking through everything that's here?
I'm done listening to Ace.
Well, you can burn Ace down, man.
Ace.
I'm gonna go outside and look around for any like cold cellars or that type of thing.
You do see around the side there's a small door into a root cellar.
Can I open it?
You can, and it is full of moldy potatoes.
Ah, we found the potatoes. And they smell lovely.
I'm a little lost as to why this guy got shot for tax evasion.
Well, he had a gun. He got into a shootout with police, and so he got
Yeah.
shot.
But like, why were the police here for tax evasion? Like, how many taxes did he evade?
I don't know. I haven't paid taxes in years.
You might be getting shot soon, Hank.
I don't make any money anyway.
Okay, can I gotta step away for 1 minute, guys?
Nope.
So we can either go down or you can keep vamping. It is up to you, but I will be right back.
Alrighty, we'll be back shortly.
Sorry about that, gang. Chris was making a ruckus. Needed to calm him down to keep the neighbors from calling the police. I'm going too far with this. I really need to stop. I promise he's not in my basement.
You don't
Anyway,
even have a basement.
exactly. That's the problem in this.
That's
But now the
only
rented
place.
storage facility 3 blocks down.
Not rented under my name. Don't try to find it. You won't find it. Anyway.
Rented under Charlie Grillo's name.
Did Ace take the crown from me when I handed it to him?
I mean, kind of. He kind of like he took it from you. He never ended up putting it on. He just kind of like
Is
Does
he
he still
holding
have
it
it?
still?
I'm gonna
stared
take
at
it
it.
back.
No, he turned around and like put it back on the
Okay,
bookshelf.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep chatting with Ace. So,
I'm gonna sneak up behind Ace
how-
and put the crown on his head.
One go and do a thing like that. He kind of pulls it off and he just like looks at it very grossly. Did you take his hat off first, or did you put it on over his hat?
Over the hat at this
He
point.
like takes his own hat off and he like puts the crown back on the.
I stand up on
table
my
or
toes and
something.
try and look at the top of his head while the hat's off.
He's like slightly starting to bald in the back, and that's about it. He's kind of like he pulls a rag out of his pocket and he's trying to like get any residual sweat or grease off of
So,
his hat.
he's got a weird thing about that hat, eh?
Yes.
Should we set it on fire?
We're not gonna be satisfied till we light something on fire, eh? How about that rental car of yours? That'll burn up real good.
They
The
burn
joke's
really
on you.
good.
It's not my rental. It's Charlie's rental.
How is that a joke on me?
I don't know.
That's a joke on Charlie for not being here with us right now in this cabin.
I didn't get a rental.
Shouldn't have gone to the washroom.
Oops. How'd you guys get his keys?
He shouldn't have left them lying on the conference room table when he went to the bathroom.
He left everything there. The tweets, his notebook, his keys, his wallet. I've got his credit card.
For anywhere from 20 minutes to 4 hours. Please do not be alarmed.
He just emptied his pockets completely, got up and was like, yep, I got IBS,
Well,
I gotta
yeah.
go.
This stuff just slows you down.
Maybe
Yeah.
he actually went to the building.
Oh no, Charlie's dead.
And that's why he left all his stuff on the table.
They were asking for donations when I walked in. They were very concerned that I was bringing my stuff with me, so he probably did.
Poor Charlie.
I grab Ace by the
First
shoulders
home
and I
run out,
shake him and I
Charlie.
say, "Where's Charlie?"
Who?
Ace. I grab him by the shoulders and I shake him. Oh wait,
Yeah, no,
that's him
he's
responding.
just like,
Got
who?
it.
What?
Charlie.
Charlie who? Charlie Chaplin?
No, Charlie Grillo. He went into the building. And then you showed up.
Listen, doll. I don't know anything about nobody else. I didn't even get in the building because you stopped. Hey, we're getting raided by Goodman Games official. Thank you, gang.
Look, I'm
with a party
interrogating a man from the 1900s.
That could be any of us. Really. Anyway,
Where's Charlie?
I told you I don't know. Roll human.
42. Human. That is not a pass for me.
Oh, well, you can't really tell, but it seems like he doesn't know who you're talking about.
I'm watching you. What do you think, Hank?
Okay.
I think we got to find out more about this stuff that the king's been talking about. What's on the bookshelf?
The bookshelf. So it is a three road bookshelf. The top row is full of farmers' almanacs from the years, I
Reasonable.
don't know, 1980 up through 2006, 2007, maybe.
Okay.
And kind of the obvious reason why it doesn't kind of go beyond that is because you can just get it all on the internet. Don't need to buy the almanac anymore. You can just Google it. I don't freaking know. The second row where you found the crown before, there was also a book, which looks to be handmade.
Bingo. All right, let's look at the book.
The book is titled Heritage of the Imperial Dynasty of the Americas.
Yep, that sounds like exactly what I'm looking for.
Does it say who it's written by?
It does not. It does not have an author.
Doesn't have a published date or anything?
What does the publisher page say?
Yeah.
Self-published.
Copyright 2015.
Perfect. We find Charlie Grillo in it.
No, it doesn't have one. Like,
yeah, I'll start thumbing through. And is it? So what is the format like? Is it printed? Is it handwritten?
it looks typed.
Yeah.
Which is I guess kind of weird too, because there's like, it's full of like genealogical records, I guess. Like it's a lot of kind of trees and such. And what it does is it seems to link like George Washington down through to Hubert's parents, particularly down Hubert's dad's side.
I see. Are there any like notes in the margins or anything that explain any of this?
No. No, it's just kind of full of there's like an introduction talking about the kind of what the book refers to as the conspiracy for the crown, meaning that it kind of dictates this weird what seems to be this weird conspiratorial version of the United States, where George Washington had initially set himself up to be king due to his old blood. The book seems to vaguely talk about it being related to the stars or something. It doesn't seem super clear, but it effectively dictates that the rest of the members of the kind of founding party of the United States had essentially forced him out of an autocratic rule in that sense, and forced him to sign the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. I don't know American history. If you're American listening to this and I have ruined all of your mythology, don't at me.
Do it at me.
But yes, so it's about that, and about how, I don't know if he had any children in real life, but how his children were kind of secreted away and hidden, and the line of the kings, the imperial kings of the United States, were kept secret until they would one day resurge and take back their rightful place as rulers of the dynasty. And then, yeah, it's just genealogical trees after that.
Interesting. Well, that was something.
Spicy?
Do we think the cardboard crown is maybe a replica of the crown that he dreams to be wearing? And it means nothing? And that's why nothing happened when we put it on our best friend Ace here?
I think more likely, well, that could be.
What is a crown but a symbol?
Something really cool you put on your head?
Yeah, I think more likely he thought he was king, so he made himself a crown.
Yeah, but that sounds so lame.
This sounds sad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds
It just
sad.
sounds
Like,
sad.
yeah.
Yes.
I know he's a sad dude. We read his tweets, but we said some questionable things for sure. What are you thinking, Mike?
I'm thinking I should look at the rest of the bookshelf.
Yeah?
The rest of it's empty, other than the farmer's almanacs.
I'm gonna turn the
Nothing on
computer
bottom
on.
shelf?
Nope. Okay, so Desiree turns the computer on. The desktop is effectively blank except for three things. There are two folders and an internet browser.
What are the folders
Okay.
called? And which
No.
browser does he use?
Folders are farming and Imperial Court.
Farming and Imperial Court. Yep. Very similar. Question though, Cody, about the computer.
Yes.
This monitor. What does the monitor look like?
It's a
White?
we're in 2016. No, it's an LCD monitor.
It is. Okay, it's not like
Yeah.
one of the old
Bubble
box
mom.
Mac
Not a smart
books.
Yeah. Okay. I will open the Imperial Court folder.
Oh, also sorry, Zoe, to answer your other question about what browser does he use. It's got to be Firefox.
Oh, I wasn't expecting
No.
this guy to download a browser. I thought he was going to be an Internet Explorer kind of guy.
No, and he's one of those where like he thinks he's cool, and he's downloading Firefox, but he
No
doesn't
offense
want to
to
be
any
like,
of our viewers that
but
are
he doesn't want to
watching
be
using
cool enough to
Firefox.
download Google Chrome.
I use Firefox.
I'm not saying anything. I was
Netscape.
expecting Netscape. No, maybe he went the full like Opera GX. No, maybe he went the full
Opera. I
full
stopped
9
using
yards
Opera ages
and
ago.
somehow got Safari on a Windows machine.
My gosh. What happens if I open the Imperial Court? There.
It's full of spreadsheets. They look to be
Okay.
listed by year, starting in 2016 and going all the way up to 2030.
Okay. So, spreadsheets. What does it look like they're like detailing these spreadsheet sheets?
Shut up, Sam.
Sorry.
Are you opening them or are you just looking?
Yeah,
at
yeah, I want to open them up.
So did you
Okay.
say starting in 2013 or 2016?
2016.
16.
Yep. They look like financial spreadsheets. They're full of kind of typical budgets,
Okay.
but weirdly, it looks like he's tried to effectively design a budget for running this court, whatever this is. So there are line items related to costs for feasts, purchasing food, castle maintenance, the annual full, like I'm not joking. This is the shit that you find in the spreadsheet. Detailing like property value. He's got the property of the farm listed for like $20 million as an asset. He's
Ambitious.
apparently got he's apparently got a list of employees or prospect employees of like 30 people, from chefs to stable hands to limo drivers. I don't know.
Courtesans.
There you go.
Is it only spreadsheets in this folder, or there's no
Yep.
other documents or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
And each one, each spreadsheet is signed off by one H. Wild.
8 file. Okay. What if I open the farm folder?
Okay. So similarly, you see a number of spreadsheets. These ones are from 2011 to 2016.
Okay. Nothing but spreadsheets?
Yep.
I open his Firefox and I want to look through his browsing history.
Browsing history. Okay. The majority of his history seems to be something called the Farmers United chat room.
God.
Yep. Also, he's got a bunch of searches for things like, Imperial Dynasty of the Americas.
Of course.
Haster or Hyades.
Hank, you make anything out of this, or?
It's a computer.
I meant the pretty colorful things showing up on the monitor.
I've never used a computer before.
I shut the computer off.
Did you pull up? I was gonna say, did you pull up the chat room?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I was like clicking through.
It's automatically logged in as Stotch. His username is, of course, again StotchBright46.
What's the chat looking like?
So it's a forum of sorts discussing farming. So it's kind of a mix of people kind of asking for advice on their current situation, on how to, better utilize their crop rotation, where to look to buy seed or anything like that at kind of a lower price, looking for where people can find labor to try and help keep things profitable. There are some other ones if people trying to sell like scam equipment or chemicals or things. And then otherwise people trying to go on longer form blogs talking about their experiences farming and whatnot. But the only other thing, you notice that there is a direct messaging function. And there's one conversation that our boy Hubert has had through the direct messaging with somebody whose username is Wild Boys for Life.
The man signing off on the spreadsheets.
And I will spell that for you. Spell WYLDEBOYZ for LYFE. Life.
Of course it is.
The only way to
Life,
spell
LYFE, right?
Yep, of course.
Yep.
The messages are kind of fun.
He was so excited to say how that was spelled.
Because they start from this other individual introducing himself as one Hildred Wild. He's asking kind of constantly if he's speaking to the Hubert Stotch. Hubert is kind of taken aback, but I guess kind of being like, yeah. And Hildred is asking to meet to have a coffee. As you kind of scroll through the conversation, it's kind of going back and forth. Hubert asking questions about the genealogical records from the book. Wild kind of, giving him background info or whatnot, or trying to fill in some of the gaps. And slowly it does dawn on Hubert that that it seems to follow with what he's experiencing. He seems to be starting to buy into the idea that he is, in fact, the last king of the Imperial Dynasty.
Got it.
And as you start reading that, the screen goes blue.
Oh my god, of course his computer died.
There's a little cursor
Is that
on the
what that
left-hand
means?
side that's blinking.
Yeah, blue screen of death usually for the computers.
And then you see a quote unfurl across the middle of the screen that says, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living god."
Hank, I think the computer's talking to me.
You've been spending too much time on the thing.
And then it blinks out.
Should I set it on fire?
Gee willikers, everybody! This has been surely fun. I've decided that my initial decision to take my life is still the way that I'd like to go. So,
but we haven't had French fries yet.
I don't know what French fries are, but I do not think this is the place I would like to eat them.
Oh no, we can go to McDonald's. The potatoes here are awful. I didn't know when we brought you here. So I'm so sorry. We
I
should
wasn't
have called and
expecting
checked. Yeah, I was expecting fresh potatoes, but turns out they're all rotten. But I guess potatoes rot when the farmer gets shot in the driveway for tax evasion.
That's fair. If possible, I would like to take another break, gang. I'll be back in another minute.
We are back.
Sorry about that. Back into the action. So the computer has gone dark.
I step away from the computer.
Okay.
And I turn to Hank and I'm like, are you ready to go? We'll hit up McDonald's and then we'll take our good pal Ace back to his lovely palace that awaits. Ooh, when we bring him back and I get back on the rope and I can go in with him and see his room.
I have a feeling his room's going to be immolation.
What? What?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to look at here at the moment.
All right. You step outside the farm, and as you're getting back into the car, Ace, staring at the house, is just kind of like, well, I mean, I guess I never really realized it before, but it's quite a beautiful house.
Yeah.
And do you turn back to look at it?
No.
Absolutely not.
Come on, Ace. We got French fries to get.
All right.
I want to look at the barns, though.
I'm gonna have both of you roll alertness.
Oh, no. Little does he know I set it on fire as we walked away. Or me, let me see, what's my alertness? And
All right. As you both realize the implication that I'm trying to lay down on you, you both try and avoid it, but still out of the corner of your eye, notice that it looks different, and that kind of causes you to turn and pay more attention. What was once a small 2-story house has now turned into a French chateau of sorts. So roll sanity, please.
gosh, that's a skill. Nope. D4?
D6. That's one for you, Mike.
Oh my god.
And what is this? Helplessness?
Yeah.
Or is this, what's the third one? Unnatural?
Actually, yeah, I guess it would be unnatural.
It does kind of feel more unnatural than helplessness, doesn't it? Excellent.
Well, golly, this sure has been quite the adventure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go get some French fries.
So, like, what exactly is it about it that makes them French fries?
They're just crispy on the outside, but so pillowy on the inside.
Just like a Frenchman.
And they're salty.
Oh, I got it. Oh, excellent.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He
I want
gets-
to go inside. Hold on. Before we leave, I want to go inside this place.
Okay.
This French chateau.
Yes.
You're
the
going in the
inside
chateau?
has
I'm going
changed
inside.
to match the exterior of sorts. So you enter via a kind of arch doorway. It leads to a grand entranceway of sorts, with 20-foot ceilings. There's a grand double staircase that kind of starts from both edges and comes around and meets at the top of a balcony from the upper floor over top. You kind of look off, so there's a room off to the left, and when you kind of look through the door and into it, you see all of the items that were in the living room from the house. So they're arranged the exact same way. You still see the mattress, the table with the computer on it, the bookshelf, the books, and the crown are all still there.
Oh, I want to take the crown. I will take the crown
Okay.
now.
Okay.
What about upstairs?
You make your way upstairs and you find all of the things that had been pushed upstairs in the house before now just shoved into one room,
But
kind
just
of on
one
the
room.
side. Yeah.
What about the other rooms? What do they look like?
The other rooms are all empty.
They are okay.
Yeah. Some of them, like upstairs, there are a couple of bedrooms. You see kind of like
Well,
like a
are there
bed.
beds in them?
Yeah, there
okay.
are beds in them. They're not made. There are armoires that have sheets draped over them. Well, it looks like a like a summer house that's effectively kind of been um you know put
Shut
away
down.
for the winter. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Are we finally going? I'm starving over here.
Do you want a hamburger too with your fries?
A hamburger? Golly, where are we? Coney Island?
No.
You've been to New York?
Sure. I guess. I've never
To
been
the
there.
McDonald's drive-through. You want anything, Hank?
Welcome to
No.
McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
Hi, can I get two large
Where did the
fries?
voice come from? What?
I'm trying to order 2 large fries and 3 McDoubles.
2 large fries and 3 McDonald's?
Yep. You sure you don't want anything, Hank?
I'm good.
Yep, that's everything.
Can we offer you any size coffee for $1?
No, thank you.
Okay, your total is $15.75. Please drive around.
Try to pull out Charlie Grillo's wallet, pull out his credit card.
I'm flabbergasted at what is all this?
Magic.
You pull around and there's a woman at the first window chewing bubble gum. Just kind of like, yeah, is 2 fries, 3 burgers, right?
Yep.
15.70. Just
Credit.
all right. Pull up. Pulls up. The bag's already out the window.
I grab it.
Go.
I hand it to Hank, and I'm like, "Get him his fries, please."
I will hand the bag to Ace.
Jeez, this I feel like I'm royalty or something. This smells amazing.
You getting a guy from 1900 to eat fries for the first time.
Just such an indulgence. I feel the saturated fats coating my arteries.
Mm-hmm. That's what we live for. Saturated fats.
You're right. I think I want to keep on living. I love these
Fries will do that to you.
Would a place like that hire someone like me with my talents?
Oh, I'm sure they would. And
Really?
they're always hiring.
You think that they need henchmen for doing things such as breaking kneecaps?
Who doesn't? I'm sure Ronald McDonald has some kneecaps he would like busted.
Well, what a splendid
you
day
could
this has
try.
been. I think maybe
Well-
could you all let me off here so that I could walk back there and inquire about a position?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
we're
Thank
not in
you.
Chicago anymore, right?
It doesn't matter. It really does not matter to me. So long as I can continue living with these delectable potato morsels, I can be wherever and I will be happy. Thank you both, Hank and Desiree, for giving my life meaning again and bringing me off my quest of ending it all. And he steps out onto the road to cross the street and gets hit by a bus.
We never told him our names, Hank.
No.
But we saved a life today, and I hide.
Wait. We've repeatedly called each other by name.
Have we?
Yes.
That's because
He's
Ace
just picking up.
listens.
Wow, what a nice fellow. And honestly, I told him fries would make him want to live.
I mean, for a 1920s man, I think he was pretty woke.
He did great. I'm happy for him.
I mean, his name was Ace. Oh,
Ace
Fucking
Frehley.
doll.
Yes. Don't Google that name. It is of no importance.
Ace Frehley Doll.
Yes,
Yep.
Ace Frehley doll.
Um,
What a man.
What the fuck is this episode been?
We saved a life today.
it's Hank and Desiree save a life.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
what
you got hit
happened
by a
when
bus.
Charlie leaves us. We go from trying to burn everything down to saving a life. It's really, the ups and downs.
You could say it's the beautiful character building with which I've instilled these characters with life. Makes them worth saving.
Ace didn't have life. We brought life to Ace with our french fries.
Wow. Okay. You do one
Okay.
thing and can assume that you brought him alive. Sure.
Did you hear the man? He would live anywhere as long as he can have those delectable potato morsels.
Zoe. Anyway, what are we doing now? You guys are sitting in the rental car in a parking lot and having just seen a man get hit by a bus. And
Looking out the window of our rental Mini Cooper.
Yep.
Do I see his body after he's hit?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
The bus doesn't even slow down. There's no blood splatter.
Yeah,
nope.
stop.
Just
Yeah. Hank, I don't think he was real.
I think it's a sanity roll for that too.
Oh, yeah, that tracks.
Nope.
Stupid Ace.
D4 6.
15.
We'll go D4. And that's a 0,
Ooh,
Mike.
generous.
Oh, I don't get that violence adaptation.
Nope.
What is D4? Where did I put it?
Do we have FBI credentials still, or is that a different group of characters?
I don't remember. What's your
that-
character's occupation? What's your character's occupation, Mike?
Oh, sorry, me? Well,
he's unemployed at the moment.
Yeah, what's the term? Survivalist.
Right. So no,
His classical
you don't.
training is in archaeology.
So no, you don't.
I'm unemployed currently. Can I have FBI credentials?
Delta Green's given them to us before.
Yeah, but you were also a little different at that time. Yeah. Even if they got you credentials, I'm sure you would pick up that, look at the badge, and not want to touch it and be like, they're gonna track it.
No, they might. Those
They
guys.
put chips in these things specifically for that
Exactly.
purpose.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'd be worth going to the police and asking about their raid.
Do you think they're gonna tell us anything?
No, especially not without those FBI credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we totally broke into the house that you guys were just like going over before.
Hey,
no
we
big
wanna
didn't
know
deal.
how
break
that
in. It was
break.
left open.
No,
Yeah.
you found a key. You broke in.
No, that's not breaking. That's just entering. We had a key.
Fine.
That's trespass. It's
Yeah,
different.
trespassing at worst. At worst. I don't know what other leads we have at this point, though. We could go back and check out one of the two buildings that has changed on us.
We could. Charlie's been in the washroom a real long time.
He missed out on some great fries.
You guys do have a
Did.
name. That's a lead.
We do have the name. We have a few other names too. That's true.
Do we want to look into Wild?
I forgot about that. Do we want to look
We
into
have
Wild?
no leads. What do we do? Cody, I
We
want to
should
talk to
look
the
into
cops.
Wild.
Give me FBI credentials. Wow, I do a perfect mic. I am on
That was spot
fire
on.
tonight.
I thought I was like listening to a recording of myself right there.
Yeah. I can't wait to see clips where it's just Mike's face doing talking movements and that voice.
Come on, someone in chat could do that. Damn, do it. I'll give you a spreadsheet.
We have Hyates and Holly and Hoster as well are words that have appeared a few times.
I want to look into Wild. The man
This
that convinced this guy that he was king.
Hildred.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where do you propose we start?
I have no clue. I just have his username.
We have his name.
Oh yeah.
So we can go and find public records on him.
You could.
If we know where to look, we can find stuff like his address and phone number and perhaps social security number.
Yes.
Mm.
And then we
Because
can
that's
find
how they
him
track you.
because that's what they do.
Yes.
Let's try and look up Mr. Wild.
Where?
Public records.
Okay. Just going to like the public records office.
Yeah.
We have a
do you know
contact
where
we
he
can
was
reach out
from?
to? No.
Might be a bit trickier then.
Do we have a contact with Delta Green that we can ask for connections?
You do have a contact because every mission has a handler, so you at least have a phone number.
I would like to
for
call our handler.
your handler. Okay.
Ring,
You
ring.
call. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Ray's Pizza. What can I do for you?
Hi. I'm looking for somebody, and I don't have authorization. And can I get a pepperoni pizza?
Oh, right. Sorry. Were you the order of the 3 large pepperoni pizzas that had been delivered over in Boise?
Yeah.
There are only 2 now. One went into the building.
One's
Yeah, you would
one's
the three that were
cheese
supposed to
only
be
now.
the three that were supposed to be delivered to the farmhouse of the
Y-
unfortunate situation.
Yeah, yeah. It turns out only 2 pizzas got delivered. So we're looking to see if we can talk to customer service about getting a hold of the person that took our third pizza.
Well, that third I told you guys when you ordered it, the third one shouldn't have come with extra cheese because lactose intolerance is a real serious issue, especially in individuals with IBS.
You're right. You are so right. So if we wanted to get connected with a particular person from the farmhouse where the pizzas were delivered, could you connect me to some information?
Well, I mean, look, best maybe I could do is if you got a name, I might be able to give you a delivery address, but
Hey, what's Wild's first name again, Hank?
I was gonna say it's Hildred.
Hildred Wild. If we could get a delivery address, that would be amazing.
well, yeah, all right. Look, give me. You're gonna have to give me a little bit of time. We got a lot of orders. We're really backed up in the kitchen here, but
Yeah, don't worry. We stopped for a snack at McDonald's. We can wait.
all right. I'll get back. I'll get right on it, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay,
Well,
sounds good.
Desiree's doing something with her box. I'm going to go and find a payphone and call
Don't
the.
ever say that again.
That's
Her
getting cut
phone.
out of context. That's getting cut out of context.
I will go find a payphone. I would like to call the public records office for Idaho
Oh Jesus.
and inquire after records on Hildred Wild.
Okay. Are you calling for the town that the farmhouse is in, which is Oriana? Or are you calling
Hank
something?
has a phone?
No, I'm
No,
using a
he's got
payphone.
a payphone.
Oh.
I don't use one of those magic boxes, phones, cell phones. No, I would call. I guess it'd be Boise. Is Boise what's the capital of Idaho?
Yeah, Boise's capital.
It is
state.
Boise. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you call Boise Records office.
Yeah, I'm looking for any records on a Hildred Wild.
Hold on 1 second, please. Boop 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 boop. There's some like kind of ugly hold music and something. And then she comes back. Sorry, sir. I don't have any info on any Hildred Wild. And at that point, Desiree's box rings. And
Hello?
hey, I'm calling back with the results of that delivery address. Sorry, it took longer than expected.
Yes. Hit me with that delivery address.
So the problem is that contact was not does not own any property in the vicinity. It turns out he was renting. We were able to figure out from who. And the address is, and he gives you the address. It's an apartment building in Boise, Idaho.
Perfect. Thank you
So
so
his
much.
name-
We'll connect with that customer and make our delivery. Thank you. Bye.
Excellent, thank you. Remember, you can't keep the tips.
I didn't catch that last thing he said. Oh well.
Okay.
I share the information of the address with Hank.
I think that's gonna be where we have to leave it off for tonight. With a bit of mystery. How are you two feeling after that?
Can't wait to make this pizza delivery.
Confused.
Yes, it's working.
Nothing makes sense.
Sign of success. Nothing makes sense yet, but I'm sure in classic Delta Green fashion, we'll understand everything by the end.
Yes, it will
You're
all
funny.
fall into place.
It'll fall somewhere.
Well,
Let the chips fall. They may.
Chemist
those
Ace,
already-
he was a cool guy.
to those of you who've made it through this with us, thank you. Hope you've had fun. I know I've enjoyed watching my friends stumble through this ridiculous thing that I've created. You can find us on our Twitch permanently every week on Wednesdays, Corporate Crash Course. Also on YouTube, Corporate Crash Course. We're CCC RPGs on Instagram and Twitter. And until next Wednesday, I guess, when we're back here, same time.
Same
Have a
bad
good
time.
one, and we'll see you later.
Bye.